afternoon, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. My name is Darrin. I'm the Market Development Manager for South Texas. I'm coming at you live from San Antonio, Texas. I've been with the company 14 years. I'm really excited about what I'm about to show you, which is Thryv business automation software. And there should be an account rep sitting with you viewing this webcast, like right at your side. So we had so many people join this webcast that it's impossible to have a quality FAQ section of the webcast. So what we're going to ask you to do is grab a pen and a pad and go ahead and write down your questions throughout this webcast. And the account rep sitting with you will help you answer those questions right after we're done. So one thing that I want to show you is our cutting-edge Thryv business automation software. Your time as a business owner is worth at least $500 to $1,000 an hour, easy, no matter what kind of business you run. So one thing that you have to consider is you need some really good tools that will help you save time, but also harness more sales off of your existing customer base. So that's exactly just a few things that the Thryv business automation software does. It's the best thing that our company has invented yet. So let's take a look at it. This is a quick overview of what Thryv does. Thryv will help you manage your contacts as you do business throughout the year. Thryv has some automated ways that it collects your customer's contact data, like name, phone number, cell phone number, and also their email address. So throughout the year, you can interact with your customers and stay in touch with your customers. Another thing that Thryv automated software does is it helps you run social media. Many of my local businesses don't have a lot of time to use on social media, whether they do or don't have a social media page like on Facebook and Twitter, and Thryv is going to help you do that. Video. Thryv automated software will help you not only create but push videos out to key places. And like I mentioned, everything is tied together, so I'm going to show you how that works. It's also going to help you manage your online business listings. You're listed across thousands of different websites and directory sites across the internet. And you don't have enough time to go out there and make sure that all these listings are correct and accurate. So Thryv automated software is going to help you reach out and keep that in tune. I'm going to show you how that works. And also Thryv can help you drive your website while being connected to all these things consistently and accurately. So you don't have to spend a lot of your time doing it, right? And we'll talk about like other bolt-on things that you can do with Thryv. But let's get into the basics of it. One thing that I noticed, I work with all different types of businesses. Like I work with the common ones like plumbers and flooring companies, and then I work with some niche businesses. Like I work with a doctor who only repairs botched back surgeries. But pretty much depending on what type of business it is, I mean, pretty much everybody follows the same flow that we're looking at right here. This is a quick study by Think with Google, and this is pretty much the consumer path that people take. So on the left side, you see right here, you got organic search and paid search. A lot of us are already doing that. Maybe you come up on the maps for searches. Maybe you do a little bit of paid ads to come up for different keywords. And then all the way on the right side, that green and that red dot, maybe you do some like display ads, those little ads that are integrated on the mobile phone apps, and or direct marketing and traditional stuff like Yellow Pages or newspaper or local magazines. That's all in the far right. But it's the things in the middle of this consumer journey that we ignore the most, which is email, getting referrals, paying attention to our online reviews. All of those things affect how much business you do throughout the year. So we're going to take a look at how Thryv can help you not only do all these things, but help you focus more on the middle. So that's what we do. Thryv specializes in providing local businesses just like yours the tools that you need to compete against the big boys. Let's take a look at that. Here is a local pizza shop trying to compete against Domino's Pizza, the 900-pound gorilla in the room. And then here's a local donut shop versus Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and Krispy Kreme. They're all over the place. It's hard to miss them. So how does a local donut shop even begin to compete? Thryv can help you do that. So let's dive into customer management. This is just a very small part of what Thryv does. Remember, Thryv is automated. It's going to do different things to help you automatically pull contacts into your Thryv automated software so you can do different things with them. With your customer contacts, you'll have them all in one place, and you can categorize them. So you can have customers that buy one certain service and other groups of customers that buy another type of service that you offer. But at the same time, the Thryv automated software will allow you to book appointments with your customers and vice versa. It gives several different ways that a customer can book time with you. And we're going to talk about that in more detail. But another thing that Thryv does is it allows customers to schedule a callback. So it's going to help you eliminate phone tag. And a lot of us waste time on phone tag all day. It also helps you with email and text marketing, but it does it in a way to where you're not having to send out all these individual texts and send out all these individual emails. You can do a mass email and or text all with just a few clicks from not only the Thryv automated software that you could have on your computer, but also the app on your phone. And the phone is a very comfortable place that we're all familiar with. And it's easy to use. If you can send a text message or answer an email on your phone, you can do everything that I'm showing you with the Thryv app all on your phone. Another thing that you can do is create calendars. So if people want to schedule an appointment with you, you can create a calendar that works for you, like certain days of the week or certain hours of the day. And also, if you have multiple employees that run different jobs out to customers or schedule time with customers, you can create calendars for them too, which is awesome. This is what it looks like in Thryv software. You can manually enter in a contact at any point. You can upload like spreadsheets of customer contacts into Thryv. You can pull contacts in from your iPhone, from your Gmail accounts. There's several ways to do it. And the more contacts you get in here, the better you're gonna have it. And you can do different things with your contacts. So one thing let me go back here for a second, because you as a business owner, you spend a lot of time and effort pulling new customers in. And then you spend double that time and effort trying to do good work for that customer and making them happy, right? So when their next need comes up, why let them leak back out onto Google and see your competition, right? Why don't you stay in contact with these customers throughout the year, so when their next need comes, boom, they remember you and they come straight to you instead of leaking out to Google. And another thing, if a customer has a complaint, if you're in contact with them all the time, they're going to complain to you and not Yelp. That's a huge, huge factor. So just those two things alone, right, makes it really important to have contacts and interact with them. Another thing that Thryv software does is it allows you to do automated appointment scheduling and calendar management. So here's what a calendar looks like. You can create several different calendars for different employees, but you can also load different services into the calendar. So like, let's say you own a beauty salon. If someone goes online and they want to book a men's haircut, it's only going to book, if you say it takes like 15 minutes to do a man's haircut, they can book a men's haircut, and it would book a 15-minute slot on this calendar, as opposed to like a hair perm or a coloring, which would take maybe an hour and a half. So you can load all of that into your calendar, and as people book times, it books the appropriate amount of time. It's really intelligent and very easy to use. And then, like I mentioned earlier, everything that I'm showing you, not only is it all tied together for efficiency, so one thing talks to another, but it's also all doable from the Thryv app. And my goal is to get us through all these slides so I can get you onto the live demo so I can show you what this looks like for real. And another thing I want to show you is email and text marketing. A lot of my local business owners, they go out and they want to do a fall promo, let's say. So basically, they come up with whatever the offer is. Let's say it's 25% off. To get that offer out into the marketplace, they have to call their web guy, put it on the website. They have to go into social media, like log into Facebook and put the offer there. Log into Twitter, put the offer there. And if I want to email it to some of my customers, I've got to email it to every single one of my customers manually, like maybe through Outlook or something. And then when the offer expires, you have to call your web guy again and then go onto Facebook and pull all that off. It's a lot of work for you. Imagine this. In Thryv software, either from your computer or from your smartphone, with just a few clicks, you can create a coupon or a promo, select email or text message or both. It was just a few clicks. You can send that out simultaneously to everywhere. So you can email it and text it to your customers, push it out to Facebook and Twitter, all your social media, as well as the website. And Thryv does the thinking for you. When the offer expires, Thryv goes in and pulls it all back out. Isn't that great? I mean, it's saving you time and money, and it's helping you interact in meaningful ways to your customers. Social marketing. Many of my businesses, local businesses, they have a Facebook page, but they either don't have the time to really make it look really good and engaging, or they put some pictures in there and it looks decent, but they don't really do anything on it. Running social media takes a lot of time. So what Thryv Automated Software does, we have a team in the background, which I'm going to show you. They will help create meaningful content and interact and post with your social media like several times a week. Of course, it's all scheduled within the Thryv software, so you can see in advance what the posts look like, and you can go in there and edit them, you can add to them, you can do whatever you want. So when we create a Facebook page or a Twitter account for you, if you have one, that's great. Thryv will work with that. If you don't, we'll create a Facebook page and we'll make it really, really good. If you have good content like logos and photos, and you're posting meaningful content, guess what? People are going to engage with it. And that's going to be a good medium of communication between not only your existing customers and your fan base, but also their network as well. So it's very effective. So social content is key. Our experts, the team behind Thryv software, will create good posts that identifies a need, it educates and engages the audience, and also it's promotional to your business services. So you want to be able to drive not only people to that page, but get them to do something, get them to click on your website, get them to take you up on offers. Really good content is engaging, and it's what every local business needs to compete. Now, the Thryv software will do posts on your Facebook, but depending on the level of Thryv that you get involved with, you can have actually boosted posts. Boosted posts is one level above just a regular post, and it allows you to engage with not only your audience, but on the news feed. So that way people can see your company's message, your image, and interact with it. And it's going to really drive a good message and communication and consistency. Now, even if you do have time to do some posts on Facebook here and there, Twitter, you probably don't get any stats on it. And that's a challenge because as a business owner, some of my most successful business owners, they track everything they do. And that takes time. But with Thryv actually takes all of the guesswork out of it for you and saves you the time. Because anytime you do a Facebook or a Twitter or both, any kind of interaction there through the Thryv software. Thryv tracks the performance of it. So as you do your different promos and coupons and just, industry posts, keeping your consumers educated, you're going to see how many people like it, how many people repost it, how many people you reached, how many people clicked on it, and so forth, and commented. This is a really, really good way to stay in front of your customer base, and Thryv can help you do it all with one click instead of having to do it all manually. And then online listings management. Your business is listed on thousands of websites. Your business name, your address, your phone number, the type of business that you are, and then also your website address. So think about it like this. Like I mentioned earlier, as a business owner, your time is worth $500 to $1,000 an hour. You don't have time to reach out to thousands of sites, make sure that you're correct, make sure that every category listed is correct. It is irritating. These listings interact with thousands of different apps on a smartphone. The apps do things like navigation, they draw maps, they allow people to look for different kinds of businesses and make a call. So think about it like this, okay? I had an aunt that flew in from Cleveland, and I promised her I would take her to some really good, unique restaurants that she can't get back in Cleveland. Heck, any restaurant without snow on it is something better than a restaurant in Cleveland, right? So I threw my aunt in the car, who's traveled and very tired and grumpy, my parents, and then my brother. We all pile into my car, and I pull up a navigation app, and I navigate to this restaurant that was supposed to be really cool downtown. And once we get there, boom, the restaurant, it was obviously not in that location. So I'm sitting in front of an empty building. There's no sign to say, if anybody was ever here. So I'm like, it's okay, guys, I've got this. I go in, and I navigate to another restaurant on the north side. I went to we took the next 15-minute drive. We went to this restaurant, and guess what? They had moved, and they had a sign up to say that they were on the northwest side. So it was really, really, everybody was irritated. It's like, who can I trust now to navigate to? So having correct business listings will help your customers engage you, find you, navigate to you, call you, and it makes it easier for them to do business with you and buy from you, right? You want that to be correct. But another thing that these listings do is you want to drive good SEO value to your website. If your business is listed incorrectly across thousands of sites, guess what? Google's going to rank your site lower than other sites. So that's just another added value to having listings that are correct. So what's a business owner with valuable time, what is he or she to do? Go spend hours and hours and hours every day reaching out to all these different websites asking them to fix it? No way. Thryv automated software, with one click, you can enter in your business name, address, phone number. You can put in the category of business, and then you can also put in your website address. And with one click, you can fix your listings. Now, let me show you something else. You need to not only fix those listings, you need to lock those things down. And here's why. You can do a voice search right now on your smartphone. I don't want to say right now. After this call, do it. And then what you want to do is do a voice search and say, coffee closest to me. Siri's going to pull up several results. It'll probably have Starbucks in the mix, depending on where you are. You literally can click on Starbucks, and just like you're seeing on the screen over here, you can click on that little pencil to say, suggest an edit. You click on that, and you literally can change Starbucks to Darrin's Coffee Shop and hit go. And what Google does, it sends an email out to Starbucks to say, do you approve of this change? And if they don't say no, Google moves forward with the change. I had a pest control company in the South Texas area call me, and they said, hey, our customers are calling us, and they're saying that our listing on Google calls Terminex. And I was like, that sounds fishy. So I went out there. Lo and behold, there was a rep in the South Texas area for Terminex. He literally did this exact thing that I'm looking at on the screen here to all of the local pest control companies and changed the local phone number of that business to his phone number. So he was taking everybody's call. So you need to be able to lock that down. Our Thryv automated business software will load these listings in and lock them down. So if anybody suggests an edit, Thryv says denied, and it locks it down. So that way you don't have to worry about it, right? Saves you time and money. So listing, sync, and lock across the web, check. Also, it automatically updates on popular sites like Yahoo, Google, Bing, all from one click. So you don't have to create all these different logins and monitor everything. And also, reputation, that's a whole other ball of wax. I have been out to many, many customers or local businesses who had no idea they had one-star reviews out there on the internet. That's a challenge. If you have Thryv automated software and it already has a hold of all of your business listings and has that locked down, guess what else it does? If someone else leaves a review for your business, it will send you a notification to let you know that you received a review, good or bad, so you can read it, and if you need to respond to it, you can respond and resolve concerns, and that makes you look really good. But remember, the most successful local businesses are also very active in their market, and responding to reviews shows how active they are, right? And the other thing is you want to be able to check out your competition. So, why not use the Thryv software to go out there and kind of peek at your competitors' listings, see what they're doing, and try to figure out what you do different or better and plug that in, right? And let's talk about video. Like I mentioned just a few seconds ago, our most successful local businesses in any market, they're very active in the marketplace. They're active. And one of the things that they do is they have video. Now, Google bought YouTube in 2001 for a measly $2.1 billion. And the reason they did this is because they do a lot of research on the customer or consumer buying journey from their first search all the way to when they actually open their wallet or purse and make the purchase. And one of the most heaviest influences on that process was a video. If that consumer viewed a video in the mix of their shopping, well, guess what? It influenced the buyer. It influenced them so heavily that Google said, you know what, we're going to buy YouTube because look at what it does for consumers. And they were right. That was a really good buy for them. So if you look, Thryv software will help you produce videos. It's going to help you produce some automated ones, and also we can get you some custom ones. But the video tells your story. It allows people to meet you, especially businesses that have anything to do with children, like a children's dentist or a daycare center. Parents want to know who they're bringing their children to. Video tells your story. It allows people to meet you even before they actually meet you in person in a way. And it gives people a comfort level where they, even if they view 5 or 6 businesses, if they view your video, they're more comfortable with calling you. And Thryv automated software is going to help push those videos out to all these places. Because remember, Thryv automated software ties everything together. So if you have a video, it's going to push it out to Metacafe, Vimeo, and YouTube, of course. But it's also going to push it out to your website, social media, all those different places, all at the same time with one click. That's the important thing. It saves you time. It makes you look like you're so active, but without you having to spend hours to do it. And then here's a little hint of what's to come soon, but there are different levels of Thryv that you can get. And you can see here there's 3, like the Plus, the Pro, and the Premium. And when it comes to the videos, the Pro and the Premium are the 2 levels that have a video feature, so you can push that out. The Pro and the Premium have an auto-generated video where the system reaches out, it'll scrape the web for your pictures, your logo, and some of the content, and it will draw up an automated video that's really great, and then push it out to these different sources. But the Premium level of Thryv automated software gives you like a custom 2-hour shoot, kind of documentary style, and then also 2 15-second video ads that they push out on the net, and they guarantee like 10,000 views. What good's a video if nobody's enjoying it, right? So that's good. And responsive websites. If you already have a website that you love, it's okay. You can keep that website, and we'll try to get it to interact with the Thryv automated software the best that it can. But if you want the biggest bang for your buck, let us just build the website and drive it through Thryv automated software. And I'll tell you why you want to do that. You're going to get the full experience if you let Thryv also drive your website. Because if you look at those little orange dots, this is an example of like a garage door repair company that we do. But if you look at those orange dots in the upper right-hand corner, those are all like Thryv things that we can do to drive contacts and make it easy for your customers to do business with you, right? In other words, the typical flow is, let's say I work all day and, I get home, I do like a workout, I go shopping, I get home at like 7:30. Everybody's closed by 7:30. So I know I need my garage door fixed. I can go out on the internet. Everybody's closed. If I hit a website like this, I can look at schedule an appointment. If I know I can take next Wednesday at 3 o'clock off, I can book an appointment with you to do the repair or an estimate like at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. And we don't have to play phone tag, right? And then the Thryv automated software, what it does is when someone books an appointment with you, the Thryv system will send you a notification reminding you of the appointment before it happens, and it also either emails and or texts that same customer to remind them about the appointment. Here's what Thryv does that's really big. It helps reduce no-shows by 30 to 40%. If you added up all of your no-shows for the whole year, I almost guarantee you it would be in the thousands of dollars. So if Thryv can help you reduce that number by 30 to 40%, that's money in the bank. If you look also here, you've got like contact forms, you have click to call. Here's another really cool button that I like, and that's request a callback. How many times do you play phone tag with people who want to do business with you, or maybe a current customer that wants something else? You call, they call, you can't time that call right. It's a pain. So if any of your customers or potential customers can request a callback and say, you know what, I have my lunch hour from 12 to 1 today. Let me click on that button and schedule a callback for 12:05. And you can go in and accept that, and then guess what? The system will remind both of you that the call is about to happen. Boom. Automated software. That's where it's at. The videos. Remember how I said Thryv automated software can help you create and push out and distribute videos? Well, this is on the website where it puts the videos. So that way, if you have a video, it automatically pushes it there. So among all the other places. And then there's another button here called Join SMS Program. That's where people can opt in to receive text messages from you. And that's a really good way to communicate and also stay in front of the customers. Here's a really great thing that I like, and it's the Before You Leave page. I love this. Thryv is always trying to bring contact information and store it for you to give you more contacts. So before someone can leave Thryv's automated software website, if someone goes in and they try to leave, you can create a message, and it's pretty custom. You can make it do different things. And this one here is saying, hey, wait, before you leave, we'll give you 25% off if you give us a call before the end of the week. Leave your phone number here. Or you can also say, leave us your email address. We'll email you a coupon. You can make it do different things, but as people do that, guess what? Thryv is pulling that contact information in and putting it in the system for you to do things with. And if you have a Thryv automated software website that's produced within it, then what's cool is that it's automatically mobile compatible. Almost half of your internet traffic comes from the mobile devices out there anyway. So don't be sacrificing half of your traffic. It's got to be mobile compatible. And like I mentioned earlier, it's really tough for my business owners to find time to create offers and also get those offers out there so people can actually take you up on it, right? The Thryv automated software allows you with just a few clicks to create an offer with an image and then simultaneously push it out by email, by text, on the website, and out to social media with one click. So Thryv automated software will help you do that, and it's an excellent way for someone to interact with their customer base because you want to stay in front of them, not only to be able to get that word-of-mouth referral, but also to keep them coming to you instead of leaking back out to Google. And then the person that you're sitting next to right now, your account rep, they can actually give you all the different levels of websites that come with the different levels of Thryv automated software. So this is just an example of the different levels of website that come with that. So your account rep will definitely dive in and give you details. And there's one other exciting part of Thryv that I want to show you real quick, and then we're going to the live demo. It is payments and sales. Thryv automated business software. It's going to help you manage your company's sales in every part of that. And what I mean by that is you can send out electronic estimates, electronic invoices, and you can get paid. A customer of yours can click on it and pay you right there from their mobile device or from their computer. And another thing that you can do is if you're on the spot, you can literally, in a secure way, scan a customer's credit card in a safe and secure way and take payment from them. We've partnered with Braintree, which is a PayPal company. And if you have this with Thryv automated software, you literally can take payments from all the credit card companies that you see right here. And it's quick and easy to set up an account. It just takes a few minutes. We'll guide you through that process. There's no monthly fees. There's no minimum usage. And best of all, there's no hidden fees. I'm going to get into that. Our fees are very, very competitive. Our fees start at just 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction. But the longer you use it, the lower the rates get. After 3 months, the rates can be as low as 2.2% and just 30 cents per transaction. And guess what? It's the same fees for all the credit cards. A lot of my business owners don't like taking American Express because of the fees. Well, guess what? Now that opens a new door for you. And then you want to get paid quickly for your work, right? If you do a Visa or MasterCard transaction, the funds are usually available in about 2 to 3 days. And the Amex funds are available usually in 5 days. That's fast and competitive. Now, when you take payment, it basically flows through Thryv into Braintree. Visa, let's say, if they're the merchant, they go ahead and approve it. And then basically Braintree will save you some time by automatically depositing those funds into your bank so that you don't have to go back to Braintree or PayPal and manually move the money from your transaction over to your bank. It automatically does that, saving you time and money, right? And a lot of my customers or local businesses, a lot of them haven't used Square. Square is big. They were the first company that came out in the marketplace with those little credit card scanners. Sad to say, they always break. They always break. And there's a hidden fee that a lot of people don't know about until they have to use it. With Square, they give you one fee when you scan the credit card through that little reader. But if you lose that reader or if it gets broken, they break all the time. If you manually enter the credit card number in, they charge you a higher fee. We don't do that. We don't do bait and switch like that. And there's no hardware needed with our quick pay system. It uses your phone to scan the credit card in a safe and secure way, and boom, you take the payment. Another thing is that Braintree, which is a PayPal company, is rated 4 stars on consumer affairs, and they're backed by a dedicated customer service phone number. And guess what? If you've had Square, many of you do, you can't call Square. You just can't. You have to log into your account to get service. A lot of times, I saw this online, the number one complaint on Square is that the company locks businesses out of their own accounts or it freezes them. So, in other words, the business, it's a double whammy. They don't get paid. And where do they go for customer service? Because obviously they can't log into their account if it's frozen, right? So I wonder what Einstein thought of that little tidbit. So you're not going to have that with us. You're backed by a team. You're backed by cutting-edge software that is really advanced, and it gives you the edge that you need in the marketplace. For your company's sales, it's going to allow you to create those electronic estimates and electronic invoices. Like right now, you probably can email a PDF to your customer, right? But they can't interact. They can't pay you from a PDF. An electronic estimate, an electronic invoice allows that customer to say, yes, I accept, and yes, I will pay you by clicking on my phone. That is hassle-free. And also, that same payment functionality can also be on your website. I mean, how cool is that, right? So, let's go in. I'm going to share my screen here, and I want to show you what the Thryv software looks like. Let's go into the Thryv software. I'm going to share my entire screen here. And let's go first into Thryv desktop. Yep, you're looking at it. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the desktop, and this is what it looks like on your smartphone. So let's go into the desktop first. So here's your dashboard. You've got like all these different functionalities, right? You've got sales, it tracks how much you've invoiced, how much you've collected, any outstanding unpaid invoices. Here's your customer contacts. Here's your campaigns, like if you want to send an email campaign or a text campaign. Here's your social presence. You got your Facebook. And here's your online listing. So you can go in here and check out your ratings, your reviews, your profile view. And let's say that I want to go into sales. So I'm going to go into sales. Here's my estimates. And then here are my invoices. Let's say that I want to send out a new invoice. I want to create an invoice. I'm going to send an invoice to Jeannie. Let's send it to Gerald Woods. And I'm All American Plumbing, by the way. And there's my logo. And I'm sending it to Gerald Woods. And let me go ahead and add, I'm kind of feeling crazy today, so let's go ahead and say I'm going to bill him for a trenchless sewer line repair for $650. You know why? Because Daddy needs a brand new pair of shoes. I can add tax to this, and then I can add discounts to it or do whatever. And then once I'm ready to go, I can say send invoice. And then once you send it out, let's do a faucet replacement here. And then once you send it, it automatically sends it out to that customer, and it gives them a link to go ahead and pay it online. So they can pay it from the smartphone. Or let's say worst case scenario, they don't want to do that. You can go to their home and scan their credit card. It works really well. Let's take a look really quick here at the Contacts Manager. I want you to be able to see that. This is what it looks like in the live environment. So you have all your different customers loaded in here, right? So you can do different things with them. You can go in and do a new campaign. I want to do an email campaign. You can add contacts. You can import contacts here. And the goal of Thryv automated software is to grow your contacts, but also interact with them. Because remember, you did a lot of work to bring them in here. Now keep them in here by interacting with them. Send them offers. Ask them for referrals. You should ask several times throughout the year for a referral. And then here's the mobile app. Everything that I'm showing you, you can do through the Thryv app. So let's say that you wanted to go in and you wanted to do, let's say, a social media post. So boom, I click on social media. I want to do Facebook, and I want to do my company, All American Plumbing. So here's my page. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a new post. I'm going to write this out so a leaky faucet can drive anyone crazy after a while, blankety blank. And then what I do is I hit that. I want to add a photo, and this looks like a good photo to use, and then I schedule it. So I'm going to send this out on this day and this time, and I'm going to hit confirm, and boom, there's my post. So don't you have a customer every now and then that would look at this faucet and say, well, I think I could get another 6 months out of that. But point is, look how easy it was to reach into Thryv, create a post, and boom, that could be an offer, a coupon, whatever. But the goal is to stay out in front of your contacts, get more referrals, get more repeat customers instead of letting them leak back out to Google. If your customers have a complaint, make sure they complain to you and not Yelp. That's the goal. So, let me share my screen with you one last time before we end it. And what I'll do here is go back to this. All right, so what we learned today is that Thryv is automated. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's going to help you make more money off of your current customers by staying in contact with them and gaining referrals from them. It's going to help you tie everything together all with one easy-to-use app or one automated software program that ties everything together. Your time is money. Get back to where you're running your business and actually doing the work that you do instead of this stuff. Let Thryv software save you the time and money and make it happen. And one thing that you want to keep in mind, you have an account rep sitting next to you, odds are. What we want to do now is we want to activate this software for you today. Just think, your account rep sitting next to you right now, they can activate this software, and before he walks out the door, you could be taking payments from your customer. No more, chasing people around town to get paid, right? Now you can do this electronically. Think of how much gas and time you'll save. Before your account rep leaves, they can activate the software, and you can fix all of your listings across the web and monitor reviews. Just those two things alone, that is money in the bank. So let us make this happen for you today. Get it started. Let's get it activated. And if you have any questions, your account rep is there to help you understand this better, and we hope that you activate it with us today. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you being here. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.